All right, I wanted to do a video there. We're getting so much price movement. We just hit a new all-time high today. Um, so yeah, I kept on saying that we would get 15 to 25% drops in this cycle. We got one here that was a buy the dip. We broke this trading channel that I said we were kind of in. What's the target for that? The target for that is, oh, hold on. Target for that is roughly around 40,000. Okay, so but I want to let's just look at some indicators. So our RSI is not quite. I mean, it's overbought, but it's not as overbought as it was here. This can keep on going, trending up, and break through this on the 4-hour. Daily, we're severely overbought. We've kind of technically been overbought since July. Kind of, high came down. We found support here. Like I said, whenever we go overbought, if price starts to drop, the RSI usually finds, whenever it's at this extreme, usually finds support initially at 40 to 50. We're at 50, we bounced. We're overbought again. We could see a price pullback in the next couple of days. We have this 4 hours, so that's going to be a retest, a potential retest area. There's one here. Let me get rid of this channel. So this is, I'm going to mark this in orange here. There's a retest area. Do another one. Here is a retest area. So we could go as low as 34,000, 35,000. I'd say 35, 36,000 within the next couple of, maybe, I'd say the next couple of days, but maybe half day, day and a half. We could see some, I mean, we're getting this bearish divergence here with price. How much of a drop would that be from the high? This is 4%, and then 7% is nothing in Bitcoin crypto world. Like I said, we already had a 15% drop. Are we going to get another 15% drop that would drop us down as far as 31.7? I don't think so. Not right now, anyway, because I mean we have this channel that we just broke out of. So what's most likely going to happen, since on the 4-hour we have these retest areas, what I'm expecting, 1 to 4 candle correction, retest the breakout at say like 35, and then we go higher, right? Here I was saying we had the 1 to 4 candle and then go higher. We did one candle, kind of no trade zone, green number above a prior green number above the 9. We did come back, but then we broke out, and we're at a 9, and look, we're pulling back right now. So that's good as far as price action goes. But what I want to talk about, and what I'd said before in one of my previous videos, we could get this double kind of peak, these double peaks or these double rallies in the same bull cycle. We had it happen in 2013, 2017. We didn't quite get it, but this is what I had said whenever we broke these Mayer multiple price bands. So here I said once we broke this one, we would get to this upper band in 30 days or less, about 35 days or less. This was February 8th. We got to it March 5th. We broke this March 5th. We got to the upper band on the 31st of that month, and then that was the high. And then it pulled back. How much did this pull back? So it went as high as 200, and it went as low as 71. So let's see what that is. Sorry. Yeah, 71 divided by 200. That was a 64% drop. And then here, it kind of consolidated out from February out to, so 3 months, say, and then it started to rally again. And then again here, we broke the level. Well, it kind of broke the level, but then it came back. But let's see this date. The 10th of, October 19th, and then November 7th. So 35 days or less, it was already at this upper band. And then it broke here. Let's see when this was. This was November 13th. And then it hit a high, say, when was this? Dang it. November 30th, somewhere around there. I mean, I can pull this up on this chart. Let me pull it up on the, here. You can go to monthly. And we'll blow up 2013, which is right here. It hit the high, and I'm going back to these previous cycles so you can see how I would say how exceptional price action is right now. So here is, what day was this? November 5th, somewhere around November 5th. So let's go there. Right here. And then on the November 30th, so 35 days or less, we got to the upper band. Here. Right here. In 2017. May. Got to the upper band. June. Pulled back. Hold up, sorry. Pulled back. Here. Dang it. I can't see the date. Okay, right here. August. Upper band. 2 weeks later. Pulled back. We kind of moseyed on there, that whole month. Pulled back. Here. October. Upper band. November. We broke it out in November. Price high in, when did we break out? Hold up, maybe it was a little bit. Yeah, December 1st, price high, basically 2 weeks later. So it's like 35 days or less. I'll show you again here, just to kind of, emphasize this. May 2019, June 2019, 35 days or less, about. This one was like the, what day? This, I need to add this to TradingView. I just haven't had a chance to do it. So say May 5th to June 27th. So almost 2 months, but say within a month and a half, right? We get to this top cycle. Okay. I want to highlight this because I said it. Whenever we broke in January, 35 days or less, we would be at this upper target, 30,000. December 15th, it's January 5th. That's 35 days or less. We broke out of this yesterday. Can we pull back a little bit? Yes. If we go based on historical price action, in 35 days or less, we are going to be in the $60,000 area. Now, either this model is going to break and it's no longer going to be valid. We'll see price explode past it. These bands will not keep up. And this model, this Mayer multiple price band model is broken. It'll have to be revised. I need to see the actual calculation on this. I know it's a standard deviation based on the Mayer multiple, but I haven't had a chance to actually code it to implement it on my TradingView chart. But we're looking at 60,000 in another 35 days or less. Then we get this double peak. Say we get a 50% drop, right? So say it's 65 or 70. We get a 50% drop to 35. And then we continue. We mosey on for maybe 3 months. And then we rally. Where is this going to be? We can look at stock to flow. So stock to flow is... we're above the model. Say this is showing we can get to, in 2013, this first one, we got to the model price, and then we pulled back, and then we went even higher, right? So that model price is at 100,000. Can we pull back and then go even higher? Yeah. Let's look at the cross asset model. This is comparing assets, gold, silver, real estate, I believe, as well. 2013, went to the model, pulled back, consolidated, and we broke up above the model. That model's at 200,000, 240 something thousand. I think in this cycle we will probably get close to that before the end of the year. We'll see, but I want to stress, if you're buying or you're looking at Bitcoin, the price action that you're seeing is exceptional. It hasn't been seen since what, the second cycle. So we can look at cycle repeat. Like I said, this is just fun to look at based on current price action. Okay, we get a pullback, 28,000. Let's look at the Mayer multiple band. Say we do come here, we get a pullback. That's midway through. That's saying this cycle repeat is saying we don't get any lower than that, and then we rock it up, and then by October, we're at over 500,000. Is that going to happen? I don't know. I just know I'm not selling right now. I'm letting price do its thing. I'm not trying to trade and scalp the market. Okay, this is a Willy Woo's chart. It has been showing the top consistently since 2013. So it caught this double rally top in 2013, and that was at $214. Pulled back to these bands. So these bands are like NVT. You can look that up. I'm not going to spend time to talk about that here. This looks like this is VWAP, so that's volume weighted average price. And then that's where we kind of pulled back to. Right now, if we are going to continue in this trend and reach this upper price limit within the next 35 days, we're talking, this is saying it's going to blow right by that. And it did. It blew right by that here, right? The band was at 106 and the price got up to 183. So how many times that divided by 106? Is that what it was? Yeah, so 113, say 110 and 180. Right? So that's 63% higher. I take that number, we're at 62, say 63 times 63,000, 103,000, right? So this model is saying, where are we at? 93,000. So maybe within the next month and a half, this goes up to 103,000. That would support the idea that we're in not double top. I don't want to say double top, but like a double high rally in the same bull cycle. We get there, we pull back 50%. That's 50,000. We find, let's see, where's this volume weighted average price and this NVT at? 18,000 by that time. The way it's accelerating, it could be at 50,000 in the next, maybe not so much, but it could be at 30 or 40,000. And then by the time price retests it could be there. We get this top, and then this continues up. These bands would start to catch up to price, and then maybe we do get a cycle repeat that's close to this. Maybe we get to the to this cross asset stock to flow model of $200 and something thousand, all before the end of the year. Something to watch. Am I trying to trade? Am I looking for dips? No, not if this is an exceptional cycle. You do have, you do have all these, some public traded companies, but you have all these institutions putting money into Bitcoin right now. I'm not trying to trade this. I'm going to let price do its thing. Long term, really doesn't matter. I need to put a retest area here. Now, I'm putting these here, not saying that it's going to go there, but just to mark it. All these lower limits, this 20,000, I don't think Bitcoin's going to 20,000 ever. You're not going to see it below it ever again. From here, what would that dip look like? That would be a 40%, 50% dip. I said in this cycle, previous cycles we saw 80%, 85% dips for Bitcoin. Maybe this next decade and the cycles that are going to happen, we see 50% dips. That would match it, but right now, price is rallying so much. Pullbacks seem like they're going to be rare right now. Weekly, yeah, okay, overbought. Monthly, yeah, overbought. But there's also something here, RSI index. So this RSI index, once it breaks 80, we keep on going up. So this is 2017, 80. Yeah, we got it went to 82, pulled back to 73. So maybe we go to 84, 85. I mean, we're already at 88 on this strength index, 86 here on Coinbase. Let me pull this up on the BLX and see what happens. So it's kind of show you, because this RSI has also been good. So here, 2016, we got to 79, so that's almost 80. Pulled back to 71, and then once we broke it again, we just kept on going. 2012 to the 2013 rally, we broke it and we didn't stop until we hit 95. Then we came down to 70, that found support, and then we rallied back again to 96. So we could be in this. This cycle is starting to look more like the beginning of the second cycle of Bitcoin, but it's the beginning of, price discovery in Bitcoin. Maybe these are the cycles in Bitcoin in decades, right? Bitcoin launched in 2009, so this might be a good, past price action as far as the indicators, because the indicators, I mean, they're dependent on price, but it's really price action. So they're monitoring the price action. So maybe, this decade we see this double cycle. Next one we see the dip. And then the next cycle after that, we see something like this. They start to mirror each other. And then in 2030, we see something else similar for those in that next decade of Bitcoin. So maybe we're on a rocket ship all the way up to 96. We're at 86. We have another 10 to go. We're on a 9 on the TD sequential. But you can see back here, we can be on a 9 TD sequential, and then we just keep on going. That can be an indication of a continuation. There's not enough data here to get the signal, but here it is. So 9, we never retest, and then we kept on going higher. On the monthly, we didn't start to get a recount until 2017. So how many years passed? The 9 came here in 2016, June, and we kept on going up for a whole year and a half. So here, we keep on going up a whole year and a half. I'm not quite sure. That would put us into 2022 next summer, but it looks like we're going to get a continuation of price trend at the moment. So I mean, if you have Bitcoin, hodl it. Don't sell it. That's my plan right now. I'm not selling. You can do what you want with yours, but I'm saying you're playing with fire if you're trying to day trade this or something. I mean, yeah, we have overbought indicators, but where there's going to be subtle pullbacks. Let me show you here. Again, I'm just trying to stress how exceptional this rally is. Bull cycle. Okay, I'm trying to trade this, right? We can look at 2017. Here, price went up, price went down for, 2-3 weeks, and then I was back even. Even if I bought this top, I'm pretty much back even within like a month. Here, pull back. If I bought here, I'm waiting 4 or 5 weeks, and I'm back even or higher. Here, high. If I would have bought the high here, I'm waiting, 4 or 5 weeks. Man, this was more like 6 weeks. Let me pull the ruler out. So I bought here. Yeah, 6, 7, say 3 to 5 weeks, I'm back to almost even, if not higher. So if you're trying to sell this here, you bought the high, pulled back. Yeah, look, 2 weeks, I'm back higher. Even here. I mean, the cycle kind of had already started by the time we had rallied back in March. So I buy here, this was a little bit longer. This was like 2 months, but you're back even. Here, 4 to 5 weeks. I mean, it really didn't take off, but here's where we're taking off. I buy here. I'm already back even in less than a week. Again, I mean, if we count this up, it'd be 3, 6. We can go up for another 3 weeks, like I'm saying. This is exceptional. If you're in this, you're in an exceptional trade for right now. So that's Bitcoin. It's a big, that was a lot of information, but you can rewatch this as much as possible until it clicks. But Mayor multiple bands, something I relied on for a while. It's saying, based on historical price action, we're going to be in that 60 area within the next 35 days. Maybe we break down, maybe it's different. I'm just going off this historical price action. We'll see. But I'd guard you Bitcoin right now. Let me go over something else. I had talked about weed stocks. They finally took off based on election results. I entered this kind of on that. I usually don't I don't like to trade on news. But fundamentals, whenever fundamentals line up with technicals, that's a special case, kind of like what's happening with Bitcoin right now. Fundamentals are lining up with technicals. You're getting these 3 trend lines trending up, which means, and you have, this closing above prior weekly highs. This is bullish. The near-term target was $13. We got as high as today. We got as high as 1204. Your entry, if you would have used the 30 MA strategy on the hourly, would have told you to get in here, right here, on the 4th. So if I would have got in at the top, I would be up 17%. So that's a good trade, right? So the 4th to the 6th, so the 3 days, 17%. This could still go higher. I think these marijuana stocks have massive potential. This is a trend line that I drew. You can see I'd gone over trend lines with previous video. So this is something that can be extended out. You can use this to know where maybe a larger potential breakdown could take place. I'm going to draw this out, at least until July, because I think the potential for these is massive. It's huge. Whenever Canada passed their legalization of marijuana in 2018, I think they passed it. There was anticipation to it. I think they voted on it in August. I'm pretty sure it was in August. Was it August? No, it was in October. And then a month before that vote, about a month before that vote in September, is whenever it spiked up. Unsustainable rally, but these have been getting just demolished the past, since the top, right? Since 2018, it's been 3 years pretty much. Oh, well, this is September 18th, so 19, 20, 21. So like 2.5 years these been getting, marijuana stocks have been getting hit. Consolidation, if you would have been buying all through here, you're above. You should be in the green. But if you time it, use TA, you can see whenever the entry is actually there. And these are when the moving averages started to move up. You started to get buyers and momentum. And now, really the next resistance is, 1214, 1215 we got there today, 1204. That's resistance. It sold off. As soon as we get a daily close or a 4-hour close above this, my near-term target is 1321. Most likely we're going to just go right through that. We're going to hit this like $15 area. But I think marijuana stocks will be a story for this year, leading up to that MORE Act vote. And you could see some big returns on this. This Fibonacci retracement, there's a lot of lines here, but I'm keeping track of all this. This first resistance area is at 40. You could draw another Fibonacci. I'll go over Fibonacci's one day, but let me just show this real quick as far as where price can go. You would draw it here. and then you would go. I don't like to go to where there's a lot of emotional trading, which is all these wicks. But since this is, how do I have my other one? Yeah, my other one. I didn't go to the higher wick, so I don't need to go on this one. So let me go ahead and draw this here to here. So $52. That's how you would draw based on this run up and then the pullback. So $52 is a Fibonacci area. The other one is really more for once price breaks out above the high, the weekly high close, weekly closing high. That's when you could draw a Fibonacci to show potential price targets above that area, and that's what this is showing. So after we would break the high, a weekly close or daily close above that 159 would bring us. We'd potentially have some momentum here to get to 256. But you got to realize that whenever things break their all-time highs, especially once it's past prices where it's kind of stabilized. So this is all emotional buying and selling. There's no really probably volume or support in any of this area. So it's price discovery basically after that. So yeah, it could shoot up to from 159 to 256 in a quick amount of time. Good example, Bitcoin. We broke the all-time high, in November? When did we close above it? The real high was, let's just say the closing high was 19,378. We closed above that right here. I mean, yeah, that was a big week. That was a 22% week. But once we had a daily close above that, that's when we really started rallying. Let's look at that. So we're looking for a price of close above 19,378. Right there. December 15th, we closed above it, above 19,370. It was 19,444. And then that's whenever price discovery happened. This is whenever we got this big run up. Right here, once we closed above it, this is all price discovery. There's really 91% almost return, right? Run up, almost 100%. Because once things break their all-time highs, there's no price action there. So it's a whole new market. It's almost like it's a whole new market or like micro market within the asset. There's price discovery happen. It will get very volatile. It'll run. You'll see dips and buying coming in, maybe a little bit more speculation, and then it gets to an area where maybe the buying kind of stops. So this is the price discovery area. We consolidated, more buyers, consolidation channel, more buyers. So it's just pushing it up and up and up because it's price discovery. The asset has broken its all-time high. No one really knows how high it can go. There's you try to do your best with charting and old data to try to realize or figure out what your targets are and where this thing could go before it starts to stops and loses steam, and maybe there's a pullback and you can buy in lower. But until those price levels and support and resistance levels actually start to develop, you're not going to really know, but you're going to do your best to try to know. So anyway, weed stocks, I think they're going to be great. They're already up substantial amount, depending on where you got up, potentially 20 to 30%. Pre-market, or post-market, they were high. It rallied back up. Pre-market, it'll probably be there too. So, weed stocks, Bitcoin, great. 60,000 potentially within the next 30, 35 days. All right. Thanks for watching.